Hey y'all, I'm Cindy. Welcome to Cindy Hart's Crochet Podcast, where we talk about crochet and crochet accessories. Today is Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon here in Birmingham, Alabama. As you can see, I'm at work today, and it's a hot one today. My temperature gauge is reading 91, but I don't think it's quite that hot, but it is a little steamy today. So I hope everybody's doing well today, and welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome back to my returning subscribers. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to come on today and show you a finished object that I've done, and I'm going to have to hop out of the car in a minute and show you the whole thing, but I wanted to go ahead and start talking about it in here, and go ahead and tell you the pattern, and then I'll get out, show it to you, and then I'll get back in and tell you the rest of it, okay? So I have finished another of these. If you've been around me long, you know that I did about 8 or 10 of these back a few years back when everybody wanted them. And it is called Filet Butterfly Blanket by the Lavender Chair. I keep wanting to say the Lavender Tree. I don't know how clear you can see it, but it is a filet, and I love some filet crochet. And it is a paid for pattern by the Lavender Chair. And I will put the link below for that. And it's, Renee called and she needed a baby gift for someone. And I didn't really have anything. She said, how about something purple and butterflies? I said, okay, I got the perfect thing for you. So, let me see if I can get it out. I don't think I'm able to show it in the car to do it any justice. But I have already woven in all the ends and washed it. It smells so good. And softened it up a good bit. See which ends up. So I really love it. And I've always loved this pattern. So I'm just going to show you quickly this way, and then I'm going to get out and show you the whole thing. But isn't that a pretty color, purple? It's called lavender. It is actually lavender purple. But it's just so pretty, and I love the detail around it. I love some filet crochet because it makes such beautiful objects. Now let me jump out and see if I can set this thing back up without ruining my whole video. Be right back. Okay, let's see if I can hold this thing up now. I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to see it properly. Oh, waving in the wind. How pretty is that? Just like a butterfly flying in the wind. Can you see the decoration? Can you see the holes and the pretty pattern it has? I'm going to shift to the other side of the truck and see if you can see it any better. Hold on. Now I can't see, but maybe you can see the decoration better. I really can't see it, so I'm hoping that I'm holding it up tall enough and everything for you to see. And it's got the pretty decorations, and I did the white around the sides. I did the white for the border. So I got a lot of glare going on. So I'm hoping you can see that. Let me get back in the car now and finish telling you about it. Okay, I'm back. It's a lot cooler in this car than it is out there, I promise you that. So yeah, that was, so one of her friends had a baby shower and she didn't get to go. So she asked me if I could make her something because she went on maternity leave this week. Excuse me. Let me put that back in my bag, and then I'll go over the details with you. I hadn't even measured it yet. But when I post my pictures on my Cindy Hart's Crochet Podcast Facebook group, I will put the measurements on there. Or once I get it measured out, I'll put it in the description box below, next to the all the stuff. So I did get it. The pattern is by the Lavender Chair. Now, back when I first started doing these, I was just doing the free pattern that's on the blog, but there was a couple of places that it isn't very clear on the blog. So I do recommend buying the pattern if you can. I think it's only like $4 maybe. I don't remember. Because this one looks like it was updated in 24, or maybe just the copyright was updated. So it's a good pattern. I love all of her patterns. She's got quite a few. And what is her name? Doriana. It's something like Dorian or Doriana. Let me see. I don't know if it really tells in here. So the pattern calls for worsted weight yarn and a J crochet hook, and that's what I usually do. That's what I usually use. But I found this yarn, so I just did. And it says the average blanket is 35 by 47. I don't know what size mine is, but I know that the other ones that I do that are a full worsted weight and using a J hook, they end up pretty large. Like, I'm talking like almost 5 feet. No. I'll have to check that because I still have one that I made for myself when I first started making it. So the instructions are very clear and very easy to understand. And like I say, I love some filet crochet anyway, right? So the colors I used were, I was trying to find color and yarn that I had plenty of, that I wouldn't have to try to go buy more and everything. So I used this, I had a bunch of this baby Bernat Baby Sport that I bought at Walmart because they're really reasonable on this huge ball of yarn. It's Bernat Baby Sport. This color is lavender, and the Baby Sport is a light number 3, and it recommends a 4mm knitting needle or a 4mm crochet hook. It's 100% acrylic. Each one of these has 10.5 ounces, 300 grams, which is 1,077 yards and 984 meters. Now I used all but this in the lavender, and then I used an H. I used my most favorite H, my Clover H 5mm hook. And then for the border, I started out, I tried to use a worsted weight, but it kept bunching the stitches up. So I told Renee I had to buy some yarn. So I went to Walmart. These are only $7.48 at Walmart. So at our Walmart. So I got a yellow one, another purple one, another lavender one, and this white one. So same specs on all this, but this is just Bernat Baby Sport in white. They always have some pretty patterns there, and I love their variegated also. But I barely used my yarn barf on the border for this one. So, and I did it in less than a week. So if I sit and dog doesn't want me to do something else, I can usually get 10 to 20 rows maybe let's see, in the mornings is when I get the most of my stuff done, or my off days. But like in the mornings, I will walk dog, and then I'll come back in, fix coffee, get my breakfast, get my lunch started, whatever, or made and put in the refrigerator. And then I'll sit and watch and feed the birds. I'll sit and watch my birds, and I'll get about an hour of crochet. I get up a little early just so I can crochet for about an hour. So I do that, and I started this one Friday and I finished it the next. So yeah, I love that pattern. I love the Lavender Chairs pattern. She has all kind of stuff. She has a fox and a duck and a train and a plane, I think. But she's got all kind of stuff, and at some point I have bought them all. And she runs specials through the year where and I will post them in the Cindy Hart's Crochet podcast Facebook group when I start seeing them, because she gives away a lot of free patterns through the year. So, because she has all kind of stuff. She does the, there's a vest, is it Ring Around the Posies, and then Ring Around the Rosies, and then a pocket full of posies. Both of those patterns are hers. For shawls, it's kind of it's like a circle vest. So, and she'll run different specials. She does all kind of hats and just all kind of stuff. You'll have to go check her out at the Lavender Chair. Like I said, I'll put the link below to the pattern but also check her out and look at all of her stuff. She has a lot of beautiful patterns. But anyway, I guess that's it for me today. Is it? Yes. Tomorrow's Wednesday Wipeout. We'll see you then for that. And then I still need, I still have another finished object that I need to show you in a day or two. But also I need to check into how to block one of my other patterns that I finished. And I told you it was one of the ones that I started, that I bought when I first started crocheting and wanted to work on it. But then I finally finished it, and now I think it needs blocking, because this one in particular, I've never really, most of the time I'll just throw something in the washer and say it's blocked, that it blocks itself, and that's true, but this one is a little more delicate, and I'd really love for the pattern to show up a little better than what it is just holding on to it. So anyway, I'll hopefully get that for you in the next couple of days. I am going to be able to get away for a little bit for a few days coming up soon. And maybe I can take my blocking pads and my steamer and just lay it out there, because I can't find a large enough area to lay anything here that dog doesn't want to get into and sniff and love on. Get in the middle of and everything. So I try to keep her white hairs off of everything. That's why you see a lot of this in the car, is because I'm trying to keep it clean. Not clean, she's a clean dog. What I mean is all that white hair, because all she has to do is stand up or bark and she's fluffing. But anyway, I hope y'all are having a good day. So far so good. I only have a couple hours left to go once I get it back in the office, and that'll be okay, because then I'll get to go home and love on my doggy some. And let me know what you're working on. Put your pictures in the Facebook group that is also linked below, as always. And I hope to see you all soon. Love y'all. Have a good evening. Bye.